Good day, folks. This is Great Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to build fence with high tensile wire, having the right tools, which is timeless. These are timeless fence posts, and Isaac, we ran a straight line, and so I just came down through and stepped them on, or I actually pushed them in, and we're taking 10. Isaac, do you remember how many steps we took between these posts? Was it 10?
Yeah, it's 10 paces.
10 paces, so that's 30 feet between posts. So what he's doing there is he's measuring to make sure we get the right height. That's 29.5 inches. And our stickers are kind of wore on these posts. They come with a sticker, and these were stored outside. So my sticker's kind of missing on a few of them, but he's getting that one. And this is sheep fence, the bottom wire.
You want to show the measurements?
Yep. So the very top wire, he's got it sitting there, that's 29 inches, about 29.5. And then this next one down here is going to be at 11. 11, yeah. 10.5, 11's good enough. That's for sheep. If you want to run more, there's a bunch more holes there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is a 4-foot post, folks. It's drilled. It's got a coating on it that resists the sun. It's made out of recycled vinyl windows, so we're keeping this stuff out of the landfill. And it's made just like a steel T-post. Look at that. I mean, he's slapping that down, the steel post driver. I'm going to show you some up here close to a tree. We're going to hit some roots. I want to show you how tough these posts are. I've got one down here right next to a cedar tree, a big cedar tree. So it's going to have roots. And I'll bet you he drives it through it. It's just unbelievable. The one thing I left out about these posts is, the best part, is they got a 20-year warranty on them. Folks, you can't buy anything with a 20-year warranty today. And you're looking at it, an investment here of $4.50. And it's going to last you your 20 years. Are you kidding me? Probably more than 20, maybe your 40 years. Because these posts are in the shade. They're not going to see much sun. They dry. Isaac, how do they dry? They dry pretty good?
They dry pretty easy. It helps when we just got 4 inches of rain.
Absolutely. We got another 1/4 inch this morning.
Yeah.
Folks, we're getting a deluge of rain, and I'm not going to complain about it. Because I remember 2012, we went a whole year and never got any rain at all for the whole summer. And then we did get hit with Hurricane Isaac that fall. And we caught some more rain, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to complain. We got a heat index out here. It's triple digits today. It's over 100 with the heat index, and it's.
That's why we're working in the shade.
Yeah, that's right. Isaac said that's why we're working in the shade. And the cedars are helping us big time, and we get hydrated. We got water with us. I actually drink a little bit of Tang, keep a little electrolytes in me. And I've had heat stroke twice. Just got too hot and being stupid. I was drinking water. Pure water, and I just didn't know about electrolytes. I was younger then, in my 20s, and I learned you just can't drink pure water when you're sweating. When it's coming out as fast as you're putting it in, it doesn't work so good. You're losing a lot of salts, and you need to replenish that, and water doesn't do that. Just pure water. But anyway, this is the post. This is right next to the cedar tree. Now, I'm curious. This post may make a liar out of me. We may hit a root under there a foot deep, or a foot thick. We'll see. There he goes. Is it going to go? Is it going to go? By golly, it went. Folks, that's a big cedar tree. And there is a ton of roots under that ground. And he drove that timeless fence post through whatever resistance was there. Look at that. That's amazing. Here's another big cedar tree. So all we did is we took a chainsaw and cut the limbs off one side of the tree, the side that our fence is next to. I didn't want to cut these trees down because if we cut the trees down, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, keeping the sunlight out of here so the brush doesn't take our fence. Well, there's a hard one. Now he hit something there, but it went through it.
Yeah.
You can see it.
You can feel it in the ground.
Yeah, you could feel it in the ground, and all of a sudden, you just saw it, went poof, it went right through it. Folks, those things are sharpened on the end. Now, the ones we're putting in today, that's 1.25 inches. Show the width of that post. So this one is, yep, 1 3/8 inches. Yeah, it's 1.5 inches, I'm sorry. These are 1.5 inches. They make them 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 inches, and a 2 inch.
1.25 that way.
Okay, they're 1.25 inches this way.
Pretty close.
Okay, I thought they were 1.25 inches. Yep. So the T part is 1.25 inches. Okay, got it. So we got that in. As soon as he drives that last 2 down there, we're going to thread that wire through that hole that he's marking right there. He's measuring it right there. Okay, so it's going to be the 12-inch hole. That's going to be our sheep wire. But they drive really, really, really good. I don't think I've ever driven a post that drives as good as these Timeless. And with fiberglass, you've got to paint them. These you don't have to paint. And the other thing about fiberglass is, of course, they don't come pre-drilled. The ones that we sell, you gotta drill them. And these already got all the holes drilled for them. So if you're getting ready to build fence and you want to get it done, I don't know of any other alternative. I've tried all the other composite posts, and they make a crappy looking fence. In about 2 or 3 years, they're bending this way, they're bending that way. Look at that. I mean, those posts are rigid. They make an awful attractive looking fence. And we're gonna thread that wire through those holes like a needle, like a sewing darn on a needle. It's going through those holes. So we don't even have to have a fastener. Go buy a bag of cotter keys today. They're $20 for 100 of them. There's another $20 you save on every 100 posts you put in, or every 100 holes. If you're driving a 5-wire fence, hi-tensile, you're going to spend $1 per post just on cotter keys. That's ridiculous. You don't need them when you use these. They're just awesome, awesome posts. They slapped in the last one down there. So we've got a big corner post down here at the very end. He's got one more post to put in, and then we're going to be ready. So he's driving that right in all these cedars. There he hit something. It went through. Boom. There it is. Done. Doesn't rot. It doesn't rust. And you don't need an insulator. They're already insulated. Boy, he's hitting something there. It went through it, though. You can see it went down. Probably his big old cedar root. And then Isaac and I a while ago used, we call this our man killer. The thing weighs 47 pounds. And it takes 2 people. I guess that's why my shoulders aren't any good today. I used to drive that thing by myself when I was 30, 35. And you get it on a big post and you just start slapping away on it. And then I met Jan, my wife, and Jan and I, we drove probably 200 or 300 with that thing. And it'll put a post down in some pretty hard ground. But like Isaac said, we got 4 inches of rain. That really helps. That's the time to drive posts.
Yeah, those went in nice.
Yeah, this one, that's a 6-footer, 1.25 inch solid fiberglass. And Isaac's already got his holes drilled right there. That'll be the cattle fence. And this is the 10.5 inch wire. That's the sheep. But you notice Isaac's got an angle to that. If you want to stand by that, you can kind of see. Yeah, there you go. You can see the angle. I don't know what the angle that is, but I can tell you this. Whatever direction you're pulling, if you'll put a slight angle on your post, that gives that post a lot of rigidity and support in the direction that it's pulling. And if you don't, if you drive that post straight and you put much tension on it, you might see the post pulling the other direction, actually pulling over. You don't want to do that. So that post is in the ground 3 foot 6 inches, and it's not going anywhere because we live in a clay-based area here, and so we don't worry about things that move in the soil once we get them driven in. Isaac, can you pull up on that post?
You can try. Nope.
See, did you see that? Isaac is one strong young man. He couldn't budge that post. And I'm going to tell you what, I've tried pulling them in wet ground by myself, and the only way to get that post out of the ground, folks, is with a tractor jack and a log chain. Or if you got a front end loader on a tractor, you can pull them out. But I'm telling you, with this wedge lock right here on the top, soil gets stuck on both sides of that.
More surface.
More surface area, absolutely, Isaac. And when you got damp ground, you're not going to pull that thing out of there. Well, you can see where I had it started. He moved it over just a little bit, but that was only in the ground an inch. But there's no way you're going to pull that thing out of the ground. It's just, I don't know what they did to make that post, but whoever did that formulation, I worked in plastics plant for, well, 30 years off and on. I'm telling you, that's some really good engineering right there.
It's flexible too.
Yeah. You know, very good point.
A deer hits
Look at that. I mean, you bend it over. Yeah, look at that. So if a tree falls on your fence, that post is going to bend over. You cut the wire or cut the tree off your fence, that thing just snaps back up in the ground. And if it does break off, voila, you get a brand new post for free. 20-year warranty. It doesn't matter what happens to it.
Deer hits it.
Yeah, deer hits it. It just bounces back up. So, very good post, very durable, no insulators, very attractive. I can't say enough good about them. And with that, I think I'm going to sign off. Me and Isaac are going to finish this up, and we're going to go move the cows here in a bit. Everyone have a good day, and we'll see y'all down the road.